When we know our own strength, we shall the better know what to undertake with hopes of success. It is practice alone that brings the powers of the mind, as well as those of the body, to their perfection. Our deeds disguise us. People need endless time to try on their deeds, until each knows the proper deeds for him to do. But every day, every hour, rushes by. There is no time. Memory is the power to revive again in our minds those ideas which after imprinting have disappeared, or have been laid aside out of sight. The improvement of the understanding is for two ends: first, for our own increase of knowledge; secondly, to enable us to deliver and make out that knowledge to others. All the entertainment and talk of history is nothing almost but fighting and killing, and the honor and renown that is bestowed on conquerors, who for the most part are but the great butchers of mankind, farther mislead growing youth, who by this means come to think slaughter the laudable business of mankind, and the most heroic of virtues. The only thing we are naturally afraid of is pain or loss of pleasure. And because these are not annexed to any shape, color, or size of visible objects, we are frightened of none of them, till either we have felt pain from them, or have notions put into us that they will do us harm. Reason is natural revelation, whereby the eternal Father of light, and fountain of all knowledge, communicates to mankind that portion of truth which he has laid within the reach of their natural faculties. Revelation is natural reason enlarged by a new set of discoveries communicated by God, that may set a considering man's thoughts on work. And I think there is frequently more to be learned from the unexpected questions of a child than the discourses of men, who talk in a road according to the notions they have borrowed and the prejudices of their education. Being reasonable and just, I should have a right to destroy that which threatens me with destruction. For by the fundamental law of nature, man being to be preserved as much as possible, when all cannot be preserved, the safety of the innocent is to be preferred, and one may destroy a man who makes war upon him, or has discovered an enmity to his being, for the same reason that he may kill a wolf or a lion. How then shall they have the play games you allow them, if none must be bought for them? I answer, they should make them themselves, or at least endeavor it, and set themselves about it. And if you help them where they are at a stand, it will more endear you to them than any chargeable toys that you shall buy for them. This is that which I think great readers are apt to be mistaken in. Those who have read of everything are thought to understand everything too, but it is not always so. Reading furnishes the mind only with materials of knowledge; it is thinking that makes what we read ours. We are of the ruminating kind, and it is not enough to cram ourselves with a great load of collections. Unless we chew them over again, they will not give us strength and nourishment. A young man, before he leaves the shelter of his father's house and the guard of a tutor, should be fortified with resolution, and made acquainted with men, to secure his virtues, lest he should be led into some ruinous course or fatal precipice, before he is sufficiently acquainted with the dangers of conversation, and his steadiness enough not to yield to every temptation. For where is the man that has incontestable evidence of the truth of all that he holds, or of the falsehood of all he condemns, or can say that he has examined to the bottom all his own or other men's opinions? The necessity of believing without knowledge, nay, often upon very slight grounds, in this fleeting state of action and blindness we are in, should make us more busy and careful to inform ourselves than constrain others.